Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze Ultimate Shredder. This is a figure I've been needing but not wanting to pay that price for, which is why I picked it up at $18. I really wanted this figure, but I could never justify $35 for it plus whatever tax. And then I walked into Walmart and randomly just found it for $18, and I said to myself, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. But yeah, no, I've been really wanting this figure. I need it for my collection. I still need Donnie and Leo, and I need April, and then I'll have the whole set. Well, Splinter. I'll need Splinter. I do have a 2-pack at my Walmart I could buy that comes with this Shredder, well, slightly alternate version of Shredder, and Splinter, but this is the one I have right now. So I guess if we go into it, starting with the front of the box, you have this image of Shredder right here, shrouded in shadows, of course. I believe that is artwork, not the figure. It kind of looks like the figure, though. I don't know, it looks like both. Maybe artwork of the figure, because you can see right here is an elbow, or shoulder cut, I mean. But right here, it almost looks like paint strokes. I don't know, it looks odd. It looks super duper cool, though. I love the look of this box. Then when you open it up, you have the figure right here hiding behind the window, I guess. You have artwork of the figure right here, veiled in shadows. It is a little dusty. This figure is super duper old. It's been sitting in that Walmart for a long time. But yeah, you have this beautiful window here that showcases everything you'll get with the figure. Also kind of veiled in shadows. It kind of looks like he's hidden in darkness. I do appreciate that. I think it looks super duper cool. You have all sorts of gizmos and gadgets, alternate hands, stuff like that, all the way around the figure. On this side of the box, you have Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, the logo right there. You have Shredder right here, his backside. On the back of the box, you have all sorts of different things you can do with your figure. It shows you all the different accessories and maybe poses you could have with your figure, of course. On the side of the box, you have the front side of Shredder and then the logo again for Ninja Turtles 2. And then we're back to the front of the box, so we can go ahead and get into it, starting with the transition to the figure. Okay, boom. So this is pretty much all you get. Let me go ahead and turn on all the lights again. Boom, and boom. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to try out this little box that the figure came with. I wanted to see if that would look cool, and it did. It looked absolutely fantastic. I do need to aim down the camera one more time, though. There we go. So, yeah, that is pretty much all you get with the figure. Let's start with this nice sword right here. Not sword, staff. I don't know what these are called. You get this cool little weapon here, nice sharp blade on that end, nice pointy spear on that end. You get a nice sword here. I like the wrap on the holder itself. You go ahead and open it up, and there's a sword on inside. Looks pretty cool. Of course, I don't know the exact type of sword this is. I'm not like a expert on weapons or anything like that, but you know, it looks pretty cool. Nice square base down here at the bottom. Go ahead and slide it into there. Once it snaps, you're in there. You have this set of flowers. It looks pretty. It looks nice and yellow and green. Very nice detail there. You have the TGRI vial right here, the nice green ooze. This is, of course, the secret of the ooze. And then, of course, you have different hands. You have an open hand, a nice, like, handshaky hand, just open hands, just exclamation hands. Hands that you can do stuff with. They're nice, detailed. You can tell this guy is an old man. And it looks absolutely fantastic. And then 2 fist hands. 1 fist hand is already on there. And then you have a nice holy hand for the vial or the flowers. They can go in right there. So you have a hand for that specifically right there. Nice hole right there. And then, of course, the figure is holding the vial. And then a fist hand right there. Very old, very wrinkly. And then, of course, the vial the figure is holding right here. This is the one that he drinks. Right there. Nice see-through, nice green. And then we have the figure itself. So before we go too much further into this, I did want to compare him. Oh, his ankle's twisted. How do you. Is that right? Are those supposed to twist? I don't even know. Before I go too much further, I wanted to compare him to Super Shredder, who I have right here. Of course, he is significantly taller, but god dang, he is so much bigger. I just wanted to show them side by side so you can kind of get a comparison of the two. This one is significantly more bulky and buff and mean and bad. And of course, this guy is played by the infamous Kevin Nash. So it's nice to see him in figure form, of course. You can tell all the differences they have. You don't really realize how different they are to one another until you have them right next to each other. The gauntlets are much more jagged and shredded and like very sharp and pointy. The mask is completely different. The costume itself, everything about this is so different and it looks so cool. Absolutely wonderful looking. I do love this figure. This is the first Ninja Turtles figure I ever got, was this guy. So I'm super happy to have his normal version right here alongside him. So let's go ahead and move him out of the frame so we can actually talk about the figure that we bought today, and that is Shredder right here. So starting with the head sculpt, you have this nice samurai style head, of course, with the nice saw blade style on top. It looks super duper. I like the like kind of wood chips, wood paneling along the back with the silvery bits and the chainmail and whatnot. This mask actually does come off if you wiggle it enough. It is locked in there by the helmet, but if you get it right, it will come off. It's in there pretty good though. Don't be afraid to pull it. It's not going to break anything. There we go. So you can take this mask off, which, by the way, looks absolutely stunning. I love the way this mask is designed. But then underneath the mask, you have this old man who is super beat up, super scarred, and super just punished. You can tell he's been through a lot in life. He looks absolutely monstrous. I love the look of Shredder in these movies. But then you have the nice spikes on his shoulders, the spikes on his arms. His arms are nice and detailed. He's wearing a purple outfit. This cape is absolutely amazing. I love the feel of this cape. It looks so pretty. It feels so soft. I could feel this all day long. This is like literally my jam. I love the texture. I love the way it feels. It's so just soothing. It's so comfortable and soothing. If I had like a replica of this figure, I would cut off this cape just to like I don't know, just to touch it all day long. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. You have this nice belt here across his waist, tied up right here. This does kind of wiggle. I don't think you can take it off though, but it does wiggle a little bit. Feels like maybe soft goods right there. Yeah, that's soft goods right there. Wrapped around the front. That's a nice little detail. Just a little extra something for you to move around and uh, I don't know, mess with, I guess. You have the spikes down here on his shins. They look mean. They aren't super hard. They are movable, but don't do it too much because you could potentially break them. And they are pretty sharp, so of course, be careful if you are a kid or you have kids who want this figure. It's a little sharp. It's a little pointy, a little painful, but these are high quality figures, so anything less than the best, and I'm sure people would be upset. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about articulation now that we've talked about the figure itself. One more time, just look at this beautiful, beautiful cape. I absolutely love this cape. Looks so pretty. I love the textures and everything. It looks so nice. Now we can talk about articulation. The head, as you can expect, doesn't move too much. It doesn't go back at all. It goes forward just a little bit. It swings all the way around. I can't do it because the shoulder blades are in the way, but if you really wanted him to, he could go all the way around. Swiggle or swivel, not swivel, wiggle side to side. Arms come up to about right there, fairly standard, fairly decent. Double jointed elbows, which are an interesting design. I do like these elbows. They don't go super high though, but it's kind of like you have a joint here and then a joint here, and they both combine to make a double jointed elbow. Um, instead of it being like a WWE Elite where it's a single piece right here and then it connects to both top and bottom. This is a joint here type of thing. I guess if I'm describing that correctly, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But he can go up to about right there, which isn't super deep, but you know, these figures aren't really meant to be action figures. They're you pose them and that's it. You don't really play with them too much. And then of course you can twist right here. I believe top and bottom, maybe. I don't want to mess it up too much. The wrist can go in and out, but not too much. Obviously, these wrist gauntlets will get in the way. They also kind of move. I don't think they're stuck on there, so if you rip them off, you might be able to do something with that. I think it might look normal underneath if you wanted to. I wouldn't, especially since I don't have another version of this figure. If I had two of these, I might consider it just to see what it looks like. But you can kind of see it moves when I move this a little bit. I don't want to do too much. I don't want to break anything, but it does do that. As far as ab crunch goes, obviously there's not going to be too much here. It can go side to side just a little bit, back not at all, forward not at all. It's really, you can swivel. It's not really meant to ab crunch. It's not really meant to do that. So you're not going to get too much out of that. The legs, these kind of have the McFarlane diaper in a way. It's a little bit more stiff, but if you lift up his legs, you can see it does kind of move out of the way just a little bit. But the legs can come up fairly high, which is higher than you would expect. If we bend him down like that, that's about 90 without any ab crunch. That's pretty great for what these are, I think. And then of course that means the figure can do the splits, which is surprising. You wouldn't expect that from a figure like this, but that's a fairly specific or spectacular sort of splits, I'd say. No swivel. Well, actually, I lied. There's very slight swivel. It can turn in and out, but that's it. It doesn't go all the way around, of course. Well, actually, yeah, no, it doesn't go all the way around, but it still looks wonderful. Double jointed knees, same thing as the elbows, where they bend up here and they bend down here. Slightly different though; they're not the exact same as the elbows. They can go up, almost kicking his own ass, so that's pretty good. That's pretty deep for a knee cut. I do like these knee cuts. Swivel. Let's see, swivel. I don't know. It feels like it can turn, but I don't want to turn it. I feel like it's not supposed to turn. I don't know. This is another thing where I think you could rip it off if you wanted to. If you wanted to see what it looked like underneath. I won't be doing that, but I think you could, and I think it would look fairly normal. I don't know. There might be those holes that they use to kind of hold a piece like this in there. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if there is a swivel though. Obviously, there's a swivel at the shoe, so the shoe can go like that. But as far as the ankle, I don't think there's any twisting going on there. I think the only way to turn it is to turn the whole leg like that, and there you go. So I guess that's it for this figure. Please let me know what you think of him down in the comments below. I am in love with this figure. I think he looks absolutely wonderful. He looks great standing next to his counterpart, of course, the Super Shredder, this monster of a figure. I think they both look great, and he'll look great with my Ninja Turtles diorama. I'm slowly completing that diorama. It's taken me, gosh, I've had this guy for like maybe, I want to say almost 3 years. So it's taken me a long time to gather all these figures, but I'm getting there. I'm getting close. Maybe one day I'll have a complete collection of Ninja Turtles. I guess I said all I need is Donnie and Leo and Splinter and April, but I think I would also want to get Foot Soldiers. And they just released the guy on the pizza delivery guy whose name I don't remember. They just released him. He actually comes with a moped, which is super cool, but it's a really expensive figure. But I also really want it. I think a moped would look beautiful on this little diorama. I've been looking at Marvel Legends to like maybe get one of those, like the Punisher with the bike or the Wolverine with the bike, because I kind of want to throw a bike in this diorama. I think that would look super cool. But the options are expensive. All the options are pretty expensive. So I don't think I'm going to find anything anytime soon. But maybe eventually one day I'll find something. But in the meantime, I have these figures and I'm happy with them and I think they look great. So just please let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will be back with another video, hopefully very, very soon. Bye.